I'm doing great. Really happy to be here on Caribbean Fever.
Well, I love your accent. You know that you got a very sexy accent. You mentioned that a lot, but you got a very.
I'm a sexy girl.
A sexy girl. Okay, I like that. And you got a very sexy film.
Yes.
Now, you've got a film that's coming up. Now tell me about this film. It's called Elza, right?
Yes.
And this film is about a person who is returning home to find their father.
Yes, and actually it's based on my story. It's partially autobiographical. When I was 20 years old, I was obsessed. Growing up in Paris, I was obsessed about the idea of meeting my father. I've never met my father, so one day I decided that I was going to go back to Guadeloupe, look for him, and I did. I found him, and it was a huge scandal.
But you said huge scandal, like what? What happened?
Well, nobody knew that I existed, like his wife, his family. I was a big surprise. One day I knocked at the door, and here I was, so he wasn't very happy about that.
Well, that is interesting. So did your mother tell you anything about your father at all? Did she give you a little hint?
She gave me the hint. I mean, she didn't lie, but it was the fact that I came back and announced, and I guess my father didn't expect me to come back ever, and he didn't tell his wife that I existed, he didn't tell his children.
Right.
So I was like, it was a bit of a situation when I knocked. One day I called and I said, "Hi, my name is Mariette. I was told that so-and-so is my father. Is my father. Can I see him?" And the lady...
How old you were then?
I was 20. I was a little bit naive and immature.
So you were still a little young and
Yeah, because I always wanted to look at his eyes, to feel his touch, to get a big hug.
That's where you get all those freckles from?
Yeah. No, actually, I got them from my mom.
Okay.
My mom.
Okay.
So, I think when you're a girl, you always want to know your father. And I had that thing that was missing. I was nostalgic about my country. I didn't know who I was. So I was searching for my identity. And it was great that the fact that I went back, although it was not a good situation, but years later, when I did this film and the film came out on the big screen, the whole family of my father came after the screening and told me, I'm so sorry, we love you, we want you to be part of the family. Of course, my father was dead many years before that.
Okay.
So my mother was dead. So when the movie came out, there was no animosity against me, and they were ready to embrace me, and so I was really happy because now I have my family back.
Wow, that's amazing. Now, you do a lot of film. What do you call them? Film festivals.
Yeah, film festival around the world.
And how have you been? How has this film been accepted by the film festival?
Very well. In the U.S., around the world, in India, in Asia, in Europe, people really dig the film, and I think it's because it's a universal story. A father-daughter relationship, a girl looking for a father. It's a subject that anybody can identify with. So, and also I talk about questions of status, the place of the woman in society, shades of color, light skin, darker skin, straight hair, kinky hair, all the things, that touching the Caribbean community, the African community, and also just every human being in general. So people really, the film is very relevant in many different societies. And also, I'd like to talk about this very important statistic. In America, like in the Caribbean, about 50% of the children are estranged from their father. The father is very much absent in our community. So I think a lot of the fatherless children are very affected by this situation. And what become of those children? How do they live? How do they feel inside? And I'm sure, just like them, just like me, they want to reconnect with their father. They want to feel a father's touch. They want to feel a father's embrace. They want their father to tell, them that they're pretty, they're beautiful. And if you don't get that love, from your father, you might be looking for love in all the wrong places.
Wrong places. So now you're gonna have a premiere of the film.
Yes.
When, where, how, why?
A big premiere November 29th at a new theater called Mist Harlem at 116th Street off Fifth Avenue, between Fifth Avenue and Lenox, and it's going to be at 7 o'clock, and then the movie will open up officially on November 30th for 2 weeks until December 14th.
Yeah, the same place that they have the film premiere.
Yes, at Mist Harlem, a new theater with that's a very promising place that's going to show films from the diaspora and from the Latino world.
Okay, now where were you born? Where were you born?
I was born in Guadeloupe.
You were born in Guadeloupe.
Yes, but I grew up in Paris, so I'm French. But I've been living in New York for the last 20 years, so I'm also American.
Okay.
I'm multicultural.
So you're Guadeloupean, French American.
Yes. I'm a citizen of the world.
You're a citizen of the world. Now, how has coming from Guadeloupe, the French Caribbean, how has your film been accepted by the rest of the Caribbean, the English-speaking Caribbean, the Dutch-speaking Caribbean, the Spanish-speaking Caribbean? How have they responded to this?
Well, very well, I have to say. I just came from Trinidad and Tobago, and people really dig the film. They want the film in Cuba, they also want it in the Dominican Republic. I went to India. I know India is not in the Caribbean, but I went to St. Martin, to St. Bart's. So both the British side and the Spanish side seems to really like the film because of the subject. So I know many times, there's a difference between the French Caribbean, the British Caribbean, and the Dutch Caribbean, the Spanish. Yeah, but I mean, we're so small. We should unify and support each other, support the different cultures. So, I think I'm building bridges with my film.
Okay.
With that little film, which I call the little engine that could. It's making progress little by little.
And this is the first time that a film of this magnitude has come out of Guadeloupe.
Yes, actually, I'm the first woman of my island to have shot a fiction narrative in Guadeloupe. That has never been done before, so I'm very proud of my accomplishment.
Congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
So once again, film, the world premiere of the film is going to be when and where again? It's
Thursday the 29th. That's a premiere. Then it opens in the same theater on the 30th, November 30th, at Mist Harlem Cinema at 116th Street. Between Fifth Avenue and Lenox. So please tweet about it. Tell all your friends. We have to come and support this film because we want to show, the distributors and all the industry people who've got the money that our story from the Black community and from the Latino community do have an audience. And people like to see themselves, on the big screen. You just don't know how much people come to me and send me messages on Facebook and say, thank you so much because I enjoy seeing myself on the big screen. Thank you for making this film and we want to see more of it. So
okay.
Thank you.
So what we're going to do, we're going to go and check out the film, don't forget, and you can log on to fevereyes.com and see a little snippet of the film up there. So log on to Fevereyes, Fevereys, and check out the film. Elza, that's it's called. Elza or Elza?
Elza with a Z.
Elza.
The Z of passion and love.
Okay, fine. Mariette Monpierre. It's Caribbean Fever 107.5 WBLS.
Thank you.
Sorry,
Thank you for having me.
Huh?
Thank you for having me.
No problem.
It was nice.